I hate streaming. Officially hate streaming. Oh dear goodness gracious. I'm sorry. Very sorry for this pinging and all that stuff. And it's lagging again. Why? Why is everything lagging on me? Hi, Alyssa. Ah, God damn it, I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm very sorry about the pinging. I was trying a new camera setting through a different software, and yeah. I'm not sure if it's my internet that's not pulling its weight, or if it's YouTube that's not pulling its weight. I don't know. I'm back to the old software. I just had to quickly rearrange it, so yeah. Anyway, let's hope it's not going to that it's not going to crash again, hopefully. I don't know. There are always some problems. Watching the Guardians of the Galaxy. Huh. I haven't seen them yet. Not a single part. Yeah, anyway. Hopefully without crashes this time around again. I don't know. I'm not sure what's YouTube's problem. Your favorite movie? That's good. I've heard of at least the #1 is pretty good. So, I approve. I like Marvel. Not usually the new stuff, but yeah, otherwise the older movies are pretty good. So, good. Anyway, back to the topic before this crashes again. So, I'm free now from schoolwork for this semester, which is awesome because I don't have to stress anymore. And yeah, I'm very much glad about that, because just god damn it. And they always took so long with everything. Like, the first time I was sending the correction was on 26th of May. And they returned me the corrected version on 10th or 11th of June. So, like, they had it for 2 weeks before they reached out back to me, and I had to remind myself to them to even get the corrected version. Like, awesome school. Like, great organization all over the place. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Back to what I was saying before. I did a trip to Dresden. Yeah. And there were 2 places and two bookstore or manga stores I wanted to visit, which I did. Both of them. One twice, because I went there on the way there and back. Like, from the train station and back to the train station. And yeah, I made friends with the clerk in the first store, which is awesome. It was like pretty young girl, really similar in looks to, if you know, Little Simsy. They were very similar in appearance. And, like, this is this whole thing, which you've seen if you follow my community tab or the channel community tab. I was putting a photo of this monstrosity. Don't even ask how much I gave for this, because whoo, yeah, a little shopping spree. And that's a lot of manga. Yeah, indeed. Like, I started with 5, then I went into the other store, got 4. But to be fair, I got the whole Megumi and Tsugumi series, so... which was the prime reason I was going there. So, technically, it shouldn't count, but of course it counts because they are the most expensive ones. But I've been reading the second volume yesterday, and I've been having a time of my life. Like, I'm glad that I was right about Tsugume being such a dense idiot in terms of his feelings, that he's going to deal with them by taking Megumi over the head with the pipe. Not entirely, but kinda. So yeah, I'm having time of my life with Megumi and Tsugume. I can't wait to get to the rest of it. Like, the funniest thing is they went from this to this in 4 volumes. They're so adorable on this cover. Like, just look at it. They're so cute. Both of them. I love them. They're adorable. Like, the funniest thing is that, except for... which ones? Of course, they're all in German. Because, yes, Germany. And they don't get licensed English volumes. But... that's the fun in it, because, like, except for Megumi and Tsugumi and these two, which is Sugar Days, that one has been on my list for quite some time already, and Dr. Stone, because, obviously, it was on sale, so I had to get that. All of these were blind purchases. I have no idea what they are, because... I don't speak German that well to read the annotations or the synopsis on the backside, so I have no idea what these are about. But hey, that's the fun in it. And oh yeah, the Megumi and Tsugumi had stickers. Look at them. They're so adorable. I love them. But, like, I've never heard about either of these. Which is going to be fun when I'm going to read that. Like, funnily enough, I bought this one, which I don't even know how it's called in English. Like, something you don't have to be afraid, or something like that. And... when I got home, I opened Twitter and I follow the Renta online store, and they were sharing a review of this manga. So yeah, I didn't look into it, but I think it's... or I think it was this one. Yeah, it is. It's something about saxophone player, but I have no idea what else. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. But... okay, this one is interesting. Pull them out. This one is interesting, like, very interesting, because No idea what this is about, but it's going to be like bad boy type kind of stuff, I would say. Which, yes, that's for me. And it has interesting art style for a manga, I would say. So I'm definitely looking forward to this, even though it's just first volume. I should have bought both. They're pretty cheap. It's like, it kind of reminds me of like American comics, or comics overall, with the art style. And like when you look at it, it looks more like comics than a manga. A little bit, so... But it looks interesting. Definitely. Like, two bad boys isn't... Or two... How do you call it? Not ruffians. God damn it. How do you call it? I don't know. I can't speak today. Awesome. And all of these are still wrapped in plastic, so I didn't even take a look at the art style. Like, nothing. I have nothing. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. Good. Little lag there. Should be okay. Yeah, good. Good. Anyway. These all are wrapped in plastic, so I have no idea what to expect from them. So I kind of wanted to open them here and at least see the art style when I'm not going to understand the words. Hello, Mara. Rebels. Not rebels. I'm forgetting words. That's not fair. Oof. No. I'm not remembering. I can't speak. Anyway. So... Okay, this one is called Don't Be Shy, which sounds familiar, but I have no idea what it is. But the art style on the cover looks really familiar. I bet I've seen this one already. I just don't remember. Because I was going around Amazon before they backstabbed me with the book depository. And I've seen a lot of like pre-orders for mangas that were coming out in 3, 4, 6 months ahead. And I think I've seen this one. And as I said, I have no idea what these are about because I can't read the synopsis on the back because I need a translator. Like, I was learning German for 6 years and I don't remember anything, which is kind of sad. Yeah, like it says boys love gangs of something. So I'm guessing these are going to also be like the word that I can't remember. But it has really pretty art style. Me with French. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, but the art style is really pretty. I think I've read something from this author before. Because like the art style is really familiar. But I would have to look if there's something else they wrote. Because I don't remember names of of the authors, like at all of what I read. I just remember the names and not always. Okay. So this is Darling Give Me a Break, which is doesn't ring a bell at all. So let's see. I'm kind of hoping there are going to be some like cards or prints or stuff like that in these, because sometimes they have, like Megumi and Tsugumi had the stickers. I also have a card from the first volume, so I was kind of hoping that something might fall out from these, but probably not. Okay, why does this art style remind me so much of our dining table? It's not the same person. No. But like it seems like Hayabusa, which is the how do you call it? The company that does the printing. Like I don't know, it's Sublime and Seven Seas. All these companies. And like Hayabusa has such a good selection of stuff. Like Megumi and Tsugumi are from them too, or like licensed through them too. So yeah, also really pretty. The main character looks nice. Two-toned hair on both of them. They look pretty. Pretty boys. I don't know why I always get surprised when I see English. When I don't see English. I've read Cupid ni Rakurai from that author. From this one? Yeah, very possible. That doesn't ring a bell either. But yeah, I don't know. The art style looks really familiar, but that's probably because it's similar to our dining table, but it's not the same author. Like, definitely not. Okay. Next, their Küchenprinz, which is probably the only one I can translate. Or I hope so. It's like kitchen prince, I think. Kuchen should be either kitchen or cook. Something with cooking. I'm pretty sure. If anyone speaks German, let me know. If I remember at least one word. Okay, now I remember more words in German, but I am kind of not able to put together a sentence, except for that I have no idea what you are telling me. Like, ich habe keine Idee, was Sie sagen zu mir. That's mostly what I can put together, which is kind of sad. So, like, I don't know, I would translate it as kitchen print. I think I've read something from this author. Who is it? Janko? Yeah. At least I have something from them on reading list. Yeah, but it has the... I will have to put on lights because it's not visible. It's kind of the art style that makes their lips colored, which is something I don't really like on... They usually do it with manhwas. Or... yeah, manhwas. The Korean ones. And it's something I really don't like on when the artists do that. I don't know why. It just, I guess it throws me off for whatever reason. Yeah, so this is going to be something about cooking, definitely. Like maybe that kind of trope that the one is cooking for the other for whatever reason. Which I have nothing against. Like, I've read, what, 3 stories with similar premise, and I'm not complaining. They usually are really sweet. But they are usually very short, which is a pity. Okay, next one, Full Bloom. It kind of reminds me of, like, older manga art style. But first impressions can be deceiving. I should probably stop with the weird ASMR of plastic wrappers. Anyway. Okay, but this one is stunning. This one is actually stunning. I love this one. Look at them. Is it visible? Yeah, they are beautiful. Again, no idea what this is about. But I love it. And the stream is lagging again. Yay. Okay, anyway. Last one. An invisible scar. That's going to be with some trauma. That's obvious. I don't even have to read the back where it says that there is trauma. The word is the same. So that's going to be fun. I like drama. I like drama, I like trauma. Especially if I inflict it on characters. Yeah, this one looks pretty solid. Pretty common. Like, I don't want to say common art style because that sounds kinda rude. Because I can't draw for crap, so I shouldn't be saying anything about art style. But yeah, they look pretty normal, I would say. I'm thinking if I've read something from this author, because the name sounds familiar. Ah, who knows? Yeah. Pretty classical art style. It's going to be interesting. Definitely. Traumas are fun when you are playing around with them. And I'm going to put on some light because it's getting dark. Turn on everything I have. Fun fact, we had a storm here yesterday at night. I almost got catapulted. Let there be light, yes. I almost got catapulted from my bed. Because it was like the storm was right above our house. And like it was lightning. And split second, not even a full second later, was thunder. It was like a cannon went off right next to you. That was horrible. Ooh. Like, it wasn't that big of a storm. Like, we were fearing a bit worse. But, god damn it, that was horrible. There were actually storms. It was so hot and dry here. Yeah, it was raining. Like, it didn't last too long, like the first surge. That was like strong and fast. But then it was raining until like 4 in the morning, I would say. Oh yeah, fun stuff. When I said I made friend with the girl behind the counter in the first store, it was like she looked at the mangas I got and went like, "Oh, you are buying gay shit? I am going to give you more gay shit." So I got 3 postcards, and except for this one, I really want to get this one, like the manga, because it looks so good. I have it on my wish list, and I really want it. This one I didn't even know about, but yeah, I'm going to take a look at that. It's Hayabusa. Of course I'm going to take a look at that. And this isn't even postcard, but it's just like propagation thing. But I'm not complaining. More pretty boys stuff for me. But yeah, it was hilarious. It was fun to talk to her. We did a little talk despite the language differences, and it was fun. Very good salesperson, I would say. Okay, hydration pause, and then I think we can get into plotting, because I have some ideas. So, fun fact, I was in Enotana mood yesterday for some reason. So, not only I came up with an idea for Semishira for the Womb Wednesdays, I also came up with an idea for Enotana Womb Wednesday. Yes, the angst. Like, I don't want to spoil you too much, so I'm not going to show you the full extent of the note I have for everything, because I have to write everything down, because of course I have to. But I have a notepad, or like, not physical notepad, but Google Notes of all the womb/angst ideas outside requests, the ones I want to do on my own accord, let's say. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one I don't really know what ship I want to do it with. I was thinking Kawagata, but I'm not decided fully yet. It would work pretty well, I would say, but who knows. Anyway, what did I want to... Well, technically 8, minus the one that I don't know the ship for, because I have one from my old Wombtober ideas, which is going to be Kinkuni, and it's going to be fun because it's going to be hypothermia. Like, playing around with temperatures is always good. Either way, I already have the strap to a bomb with Semishira Kawagata. I talked about it before. That's going to be a fun one, with the collar bomb and all that stuff. Then I already have an idea for forced to submit and held on gunpoint combination, which is going to be Kyohaba, which is also a old Wombtober idea, and I'm very much looking forward to it, even though it's going to be like outside the storyline. Then crippling the competition with Semishira Kawagata, which is a... Someone requested similar thing like 2 months ago, somewhere under some video. And I don't know who it was, but it was a request for Hayato Angst. So I'm going to give you Hayato Whoomp. Because why not? Yeah, crippling the competition. And it's basically a fight for a place on a team, because Hayato is still a pro player, even though he's in Division 2. So yeah, that's going to be Hayato Whoomp. Then I'm gonna cry like a baby. I hope so. I certainly hope so, because yeah, that's going to be difficult for me too. I'm not sure yet how I want it to end, but at the very base, it's going to be a U for the storyline I currently have, where they did break up. Like, Kyotani and Yahaba broke up in high school, but then they got together some years later, and they are together at that point. But Kyotani has some things in the past he doesn't want to talk about, but it's going to catch up with him, which is where the force to submit is going to come into play through the holding on gunpoint. You can take a guess who's going to be held on gunpoint. It's not going to be Kyotari, like, definitely not. Will there be a happy ending at least? I guess it depends on what you count as a good ending. Like, the strap to a bomb is going to have a good ending, because yeah, I'm not going to hurt my beloved ship. And I'm not going to hurt Taichi that much. I wouldn't kill him. Yes, it's going to be Taichi strapped to a bomb. Respectively, bomb strapped to him. But hey, whatever. The crippling the competition depends on in how much hurting mood I'm going to be. And the force to submit and held on gunpoint. It was a Womptober idea. It was supposed to end badly. Like, for the Womptober ideas, I actually did have like ambiguous main character death or major character deaths, but I don't think I've ever wrote it like explicitly. Well, technically I killed Hayato in one of those. Like, one of those I actually wrote. But I didn't say it explicitly. It ended up with the car blowing up with him still inside. So, like, yeah, it was pretty clear that he died, but it wasn't explicit, technically. And I killed Konoha, technically. So, yeah, this one wasn't supposed to end well. But I'm deciding on that one. I'm not sure yet. Hello. What about the gun? Held on gunpoint. I mean, how else do you want to force someone like Kyotani to submit, if not by holding Yahaba on gunpoint? So yeah, that's going to be fun for me. No, it's not going to be fun, this one. Or, well, it is going to be, but... kill someone explicitly. Make us feel anguish. Well, if I write major character death in one of the Womp Wednesdays, you have Alyssa to blame. Okay, then I have Blindfolded. That's going to be more angsty one than, like, Womp, necessarily. It's basically going to be a panic attack, which pair, but it's Kawagata, and I actually wanted to write similar things since I was going through the Kawagata tag like half a year ago, and I found a collection or like work of multiple chapters, short chapters, and it was like creating from prompts, from requested prompts for Smart, and one of those was that they were using blindfolds in bed, and that time it was Hayato who was panicking. This time, in my case, it's going to be Daichi, because obviously it's going to be him. Because I had canon him as sort of ace, so I'm projecting on him, okay? I am ace, so I'm projecting my asexuality on him. Either way, it's going to be him who's going to be blindfolded and who's going to be panicking, and I'm very much looking forward to that one. Hello, I'm back. Welcome. I'm sorry about the chat, not chat, stream jumping. Technique doesn't like me. My fellow aces, yes. So yeah, I just headcanon Taichi as someone with really low libido, which is me. Like how to describe it? He is going to go ahead with like bad fun, let's say, but he's not into it. Like Hayato knows that and he respects that, but this is going to be like not necessarily exception, but because he knows that Taichi is shy in bed and he always like covers his face, closes his eyes and stuff like that. So he suggests blindfolds, but yeah, it's not going to go well. Beer ice with cake. Yes, indeed. Again, I wanted to write something like this into the Sabeshira Kawagata storyline. I don't even know how I got that idea, but it somehow came out of that like Taichi was really scared when like he feels bad about it, about his lack of libido, but even though he doesn't have to, like no matter who I wrote him with in the ship, if it's just Hayato or the whole quadruple, they don't mind. Like they are not blaming him for that because it's just how he is and they still love him. But yeah, he feels bad for that, for like not having a high sex drive. So it creates problems for him. And I kind of think he would be scared if we are talking like Semishira Kawagata, that he would be scared if Hayato and Semi went at him like into a threesome. So I think that could be a interesting thing to include in the Semishira Kawagata storyline. I'm not fully decided yet on if I want to put it there because YouTube doesn't like the 15 plus, 18 plus stuff in videos. So I'm not yet decided on that. Yeah, role-playing, I see. Okay, we had the crippling the competition. Yeah, I have an eating disorder, which again, I am slightly hesitant. Like, I am excited to write it, but I'm hesitant because of YouTube. YouTube doesn't like this. YouTube doesn't like trigger warnings. Like, the moment you put trigger warning in your title, in the description, in anything, you are going to get yellow dollar. In the better case. So I'm very hesitant about to help him going on, and he hates it, and he just wants Shige to be happy and healthy and not struggle with self-image and with something as horrible as eating disorder is. So yeah, I will have to do a bigger research or on eating disorders because I really want to do the theme justice. I wouldn't want to seem like a misinformed idiot with writing a sensitive topic like this. So it's not going to come anytime soon. I really need to do my research on this. But yeah, I will see. Does the interval when talking count? Which intro? Intro when talking? I don't understand. Okay, I'm going to take a drink because I was talking too much. When doing trigger warnings. I don't know. I will have to try that. Because, like, the last time, or technically, I put trigger warning, like, heavy trigger warning on video only with the SA for Kyohaba in the What Hurt series, which is coming soon, by the way. I'm already preparing the Pretend to Get Hurt challenge, or prank, so What Hurt series is going to come right after that. I will have to test out how trigger warnings are going to work in the intros. The problem is that many people skip intros. So, well, technically that's not my fault, right? I put the trigger warning there, and the fact that you skip the intro is on you. So technically I should be okay with that. So yeah, I will have to test it out. I'm thinking if I have something planned for the near future that it's going to need trigger warning. Well, technically, yes. The finale of the Teru show storyline that's hopefully going to come out next week on Wednesday. That's probably going to need trigger warning when I think about it. Yeah, that's definitely going to need trigger warning. Fine, I will test it out this Wednesday. You have a lot to look forward to, I would say. Hopefully, if you like Teru show. So I was looking forward to this so much. You have no idea. I was putting it, like, not avoiding it, but I didn't have proper time to write it the way I wanted to write it. And now that I finally have time, and now that I got into the right mindset with the special that's coming out tomorrow, by the way, I will gladly see you on the premiere if you can make it. It's finally here. The storyline is going to end. Like, this particular plot point is going to end. And I'm very much excited about that because it's going to be bloody. Definitely. Hopefully it's going to be bloody good. But yeah, there is going to be blood. And not just from one person. I want to see how hard I can cry. Well, we will see. Yeah, so that's the plan for near future. But so you don't accuse me of being too angsty, I also have some fluff going on with the challenge, like the remaining part that's going to come out next week, which are going to be Enotana, Kogagoshi, and Sakuatsu. And with the Kogagoshi one, spoiler alert, there's going to be a proposal. Another storyline that's going to end, finally, is Kogagoshi. That's in case you weren't on Hana's joint stream we did. So I was talking about it there. But Kogagoshi is another storyline that's going to end right now or in the near future. And it's going to be with a proposal. Because, yeah, Kogana is finally going to deal with everything. So, yeah, that's at least going to be a nice ending to that. Kakagoshi content. Yes. I'm excited. Like, I was teasing the end of their storyline for so long, and I finally get to write it, which is great. But, yeah, all the parts got super long. I say all the parts as if I have more than one. I have Enotana written, and it got really long. So yeah, Kogawashi is probably going to be even longer, and Sakuatsu is also dealing with something right now. Not necessarily like the whole plot point, it's not going to be that serious, but they are going to be dealing with something. So that's probably going to be long too. So yeah, I had to get out the Terusho one for once because I'm excited about the reaction of you all who are going to be watching this, hopefully, or watching that. And also because it somehow got into 17,000 characters, which is like almost 2,000 words, I think. Maybe over 2,000 words, which is like full-blown story, full-blown one-shot. So yeah, it got too long for it to be part of the challenge content or challenge concept. So yeah, they had special. But it's important for their story, so yeah, it needed to be done. It's something similar I did with the Kinkuni part of the What If I Died challenge. I started writing Lefyaku proposal almost a half a year ago. Now I have to rewrite to fit the time of year. You don't have to do that. Like, spoken as a person who wrote Yahaba's birthday fake in July. He has birthday on 1st of April, 1st of March, I think. Yeah, 1st of March. And I was writing that in July because that's when I got the idea. And I didn't want to wait 2 quarters, so like half a year to write it on time. So don't worry about that. Just write it out and enjoy. But goddamn, Levyaku proposal. I need to move the Stalker plotline. They're also going to have one shot for them because I need to establish something before we move forward in that. So Lefyaku is also going to get one shot. That was the tic-tac times running out name in the list of one shots. That was the thing I need to establish. Which is also going to be fun. It's going to be a explosive fun, let's say. And that's all spoilers you are going to get for now. For more info, you will have to wait until it comes out. Anyway. Jeez. Some little brat is screaming outside. Anyway, back to the plotting. I also figured out why not do a roadside surgery, which is basically any like medical thing outside of hospital. And we have a canon doctor in the cast, so you can guess who is going to be in this one, whose angst and womb it's going to be. This again is going to be more angsty than woompy, but maybe I will put some womb into this. Why not? It's possible. Shiver me timbers. Indeed, indeed. Like, the funny thing is, I was talking about the Lefyaku idea I had in the creators group chat we have on... or group chat, the Discord channel we have. Funnily enough, even some of my fellow creators thought it was too much. Except for Rai, because it's Rai. We know her content. So, yeah, she was all up to it. Oh, she was all for it. Yeah. And, like, to be fair, even if I was mentioning it with the mindset that even if they said it's too much, I was still going to do it. I meant it more like a joke or something more than anything else. But yeah, I hope it's going to be good. Like, in the writing way, of course. Anyway, roadside surgery. That one is going to be similar to when you have some American crime series and there's this crazy person taking hostage an entire room of people and then they get injured or they are already injured. Like, I wanted to do it at hospital, but or like some part of Yakuza going into hospital and forcing our beloved Dr. Shirabu to deal with him. But in that case, it wouldn't be roadside surgery, so I had to change the plot a bit. But I think it's going to work pretty well, and I can't wait to get there some of the Shirabu sass. That's going to be fun. And of course, Semi freaking out when he finds out. Okay, last thing I have is the Enotana one, which I came up with yesterday around midnight when I was supposed to go to sleep, but I didn't. And it's going to be hit by lightning and memory loss. At first I thought that it's going to be Enoshita who is going to get hit, but then I realized why would Enoshita get hit and get memory loss when Tanaka can get hit and get memory loss and then think that, and then forget that he is dating Enoshita and still think that he's dating Kyoko. Angst. Angst. The angst potential. So, yeah. That's basically the plot. Hey, kitty. Wanna go on camera? Come here. Them night thoughts be crazy. I think about a lot of things. Yes. Yes. Your bed at midnight and shower are two best places for ideas on writing. So, agreed. Definitely agreed. Like, I can't count how many times I figure out, like, plot holes and all that stuff and figure out some ideas and scene ideas in my shower. And just before I went to sleep, so Yeah, bed and showers. I'm trying to call the cat here, but she doesn't want to be on camera, apparently. She was here. She was having a drink from the decoy glass of water I have on my table, so she doesn't drink mine. But she doesn't want to be on camera. What a pity. And I see the stream is lagging again. Come on, stop lagging. Sorry for the pause, I'm just trying to figure out if the stream is lagging or not. Okay, seems like it's good again. Either way, yeah, this is the last thing I wanted to talk about anyway. Because not sure how much plotting I can do with the last one. But you won't believe how excited I got when I figured out the Enotana idea, because I have no idea why I was in Enotana mood, but I was browsing the tag on Twitter, on Instagram, and all that stuff. That's just how it is with me sometimes, that I get cravings for ship, and just that's the only thing I can think about at that point. But I'm so excited about this. I think I might even put it not before the requests, but in the middle of the requests, like the current requests, the 4 of them, because I'm so excited to write this. It's going to be so angsty. I'm so excited. Like a little kid that's torturing ants on the playground. Yay. But yeah, because there's always a big angst potential in Enotana with like Tanaka's bisexuality, let's say. In my headcanon, he's bisexual, so let's say Tanaka's bisexuality. And I just want Enoshita to suffer. No, in like a good way. I'm like, I'm not trying to hurt him from the bad side of my heart. I just want Tanaka to soothe him and cuddle him and all that stuff, but for that I have to hurt him first. Well, anyway. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And memory losses are fun, especially in cases like this. So yeah. And the one I kind of wanted a bit of help from you is a dragged prompt, like with drags, not dragging, but dragged. I thought I wanted to do it with Kawagata because it would be hurting Taichi again, of course. Because he works at the bar, so there is a way someone could slip something into his drink. But then I realized that he, as a bartender, doesn't really drink. So that would be a bit more difficult. But it could be done. You love a character very much. You want them to suffer immensely, I get that. Yes! It's the same with Taichi and Yahaba. Like, it's not my fault. Like, I love them. I love them both very dearly. They are like very close to my heart. But yeah, I want to see them comforted, and for them to be comforted, I need to hurt them. So yeah. Um it was kind of an idea with the drugged one. It was an idea that Taichi would get drugged at work and then not necessarily kidnapped, but like closed somewhere. I was planning to connect it with the duct tape prompt, obviously. But I'm not so sure about this one. Like, I kind of want to do a different chip, but at the same time, I don't. I really want to write my favorite chips for these, but I understand that I should change the ships from time to time. So then I was thinking Kyohaba, but not necessarily fitting for this one. Kinkunya Aufuta also not necessarily fitting for this one. Maybe Semishira could work, but Semishira could work with Semi-Womb in this case. Huh. I might be having an idea. What about I do this with Semishira, with Semi getting drugged, because he's a musician, so there's not that... It wouldn't be that weird if he got invited for a drink, right? So someone could slip something into his drink, and since Shirabu is a doctor, he could be helping him out from that. Depends if he manages to get home or just somewhere to meet with Shirabu or not. We are getting places, people. Yeah, I think it could work with Samishira, actually. I'm thinking if I will be able to write from a point of view of someone who is drugged and knows that he's drugged and knows that someone is following him with ill intentions and he's just trying to get home or somewhere where he knows that he's going to be safe. Yeah, what do you think about that? I think it could work pretty well. I would have to do a little research on some common date drugs and what they do to the person who is drugged. But I think that could work. What do you think? Tell me. If you have any ideas, throw them at me. I will listen, of course. If you have additional ideas or completely different ideas, let me know. Okay. Thank you, Alyssa. Seems like you are liking it, at least someone. I mean, it's... I don't know if you can use the advice to write for yourself on YouTube. Which is a shame, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, seems like no one else is commenting, so I'm going to take it as a good idea. Fine. So, the draft prompt is getting semi-shirat. Great. God damn it. I'm thinking where the angst part is going to come into play. Hmm. What if... What if he tried to call Shirabu for help, but because he's slurring words at that point, Shirabu thinks that he's just drunk and hangs up on him. Hey, I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. I like this. Ooh, that's going to be good. The guilt, the guilt. Well, then it would depend on how would Shirabu figure it out. Because like I don't want have Semi like hurt too much. Oh, cruel! I like it. This is so funny. Like writing stories and writing angst is the only place you will ever see a sentence of how cruel, I love it, give me more. And I love it. It's amazing. That's why writing is so much fun. But yeah, that could work definitely. I like making Shirabu guilty. I was making a thread about that back in the day when I was thinking about why I write angst the way I do for each ship. And yeah, I figured out that I just like to make Shirabu feel guilty. And this is going to be the ultimate guilt. Like, I don't want to have Semi guilt or assaulted, but... Huh. Like, obviously it's going to be outside the storyline because no way I'm going to put that into storyline because the things I have planned for Semishira in their storyline is also pretty harsh, let's say. So yeah, I'm not going to put this into storyline. But the thing is, I really don't want to have Semi killed. So that's the only limitation I'm going to give myself in this story. But otherwise, and I don't want to go into like heavy non-con because of algorithm and YouTube stuff. But I will have to figure out how Shirabu is going to learn about it. If he gets called from the police the next day or something like that. Or from hospital. Yeah, that could work, probably. And then feel super guilty because he could help and he didn't. Then also it depends if Semi is going to remember that or not. I'm not sure how each drug affects memory and stuff, so as I said, I will have to do a little research in that regard. But I think it would be fun if he remembered. And the fact that he could be saved and wasn't because Shirabu didn't believe him. Diabolical. I love it. Yeah, I think that could work. Hello. Welcome to Diabolical Plans on how to hurt Semishira as much as possible. Adding a little spice. Yes, spice is good. Angsty spice is good. Maybe a POV change could also work in this one. Hello. Once again, welcome to angst fest. Right now we are hurting Sameshira. Not officially yet. We are figuring out one of the prompts I wanted to use. Yeah, we just established that Semi is going to get drugged, and and Shirabu is going to be hit by me and by Guild for the funsies, for my funsies. So that's going to be fun. Angst is just superior. Yes, it is. It is superior to everything. Like, the only thing that can compare to angst is actually womb. Like, but angst is more mental, womb is physical. That's torture. Both are torture for readers, but each is different kind of torture for the characters. And so womb and angst are on pretty similar level, I would say, but yes, they are superior, definitely. Even above hurt comfort. I think it's because you can actually like let your fantasy run wild on all the kinds of stuff you can hurt the characters, which is something people do very well. I was about to play one of your Semishira videos, and so do I. That's good, that's good. I'm probably going to end it soon, but because... how long are we? I'm streaming. Over an hour, definitely. With all the pauses and all that stuff. Hour and 10 minutes. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we were just... I was just figuring out what to do with the drugged prompt. And I think we kinda got it. Like, Semi getting drugged by someone inviting him for a drink, because, of course, that's the easiest way. And him knowing that he's drugged and calling Shirabu for help, because the person who drugged him is behind him and is following him, but Shirabu not believing in him. But Shirabu not believing him because he sounds drunk, so he hangs up on him. Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna go back to your videos after. Aw. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad you are enjoying the silly little stories I put out. Yeah, so I think that's the prompt pretty much planned out. I'm looking forward to this one. Actually, now that we talked about it, I am kinda torn which one I want to do first. Like, if this one or the Enotana hit by lightning and memory loss. I'm deciding between those two. It's going to be difficult. Like, to be fair, I don't have to choose yet, because the next week is going to be Terusho Womb for the Wednesday stuff, or for the Wednesday concept. So I don't have to choose yet, but it's good to have a plan in head. I'm excited for that one. They make my heart melt. Flip a coin. Yeah, that's probably how it's going to end, because I'm flipping a coin on every single thing. I say Semishira, but only because it's my comfort ship. Like... yeah, Semishira is great. I'm glad that people have them as comfort ship. They deserve love. They're sweet. There's nothing better than hurting someone's comfort ship. But to be fair, they used to be my comfort ship too. Or they are at certain points. So depends on which ship I'm in the mood for that day. Sometimes my comfort ship is Kyohaba, sometimes it's Semishira, sometimes it's Kawagata. Like, it was hilarious when we were doing the joint stream with Hannah last week. Or it wasn't last week, it was this week. Ugh, time is blending together. It was this week, it was on... No, it was last week. It was on Sunday. Never mind. And we were asked if we ever get hyperfixated on a ship. It's like, I have different hyperfixation every week, sometimes every day. Which is why I came up with the Enotana idea. Because I had Enotana day yesterday. I like more Kinkuni, but Sameshira is a very good ship. Yeah, I approve. Kinkuni is great. They also deserve much more love than they get. It gets back and forth with Leviaku, Sameshira, and Kyohaba. Very fair. All great ships. Kinkuni is such a good pick. Yeah. I don't understand how there are not more people shipping Kinkuni, because, like, it's basically a second ship we are introduced to. The first is Kagehina, and second is Kinkuni. Why is no one, or almost no one, shipping them? I don't understand. I mess around with Kinkuni, Kyohaba, and Kogagoshi most of the time. Yeah, also very fair. Like, I'm messing around with my big five. Kyohaba, Sameshira, Kawagata, Kinkuni, and Aofuta. Sometimes Enotana gets there. Depends. They're adorable. Yeah, they are. Well, my Enotana mood depends on one certain piece of artwork, which I'm not sure if I'm going to find. I should be able to, because I have it saved somewhere. But it's absolutely stunning, and I love it, and anytime I see it, I get such a big Enotana brain rot. It's not even funny. I'm going to try to find it. Hopefully. Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, wait. I need to change this for this. Yeah. This one. Anytime I see this artwork, I get such a big Enotana brain rot, it's not even funny. I don't know why, I just love it. I love it so much. Yaku angst makes me cry happy and sad tears. Yeah, Yaku doesn't get that much angst, right? It's more on left side. Well, anyway, I will have to add this because yeah, I have work to do, because someone can't change sheets on the bed by themselves. So, thank you for coming, everyone. I hope you had a great time, or at least a good time, if anything, listening to my rambling about the ideas I have so far for the Womp Wednesdays and all that stuff. And yeah, hopefully I will do another stream on this topic when I will do another stream on this topic when I will be short of ideas. Because it worked. Okay, it worked. Like, we plotted the whole Samishira thing. Which is awesome, and I thank you very much for being here with me on this journey, in quotation marks. So, have a nice evening, morning, day, anything you have in your time zone. And see you next time.